In this collaborative conversation, third grade students develop a deeper understanding of a complex text, The Watsons Go to Birmingham, through discussion. Notice how this discussion is student-led, but keep in mind, there's no one way to do collaborative conversations. They can be a whole group, small group, one-on-one, teacher-led, student-led, but the most important thing is that they are authentic and that we are giving the students opportunities to have these authentic discussions that really drive deeper understandings of ideas or texts. Today, our students will be using the Common Core Speaking and Listening Standards as a set point to guide the norms of discussion. Enjoy. Okay, so in front of us we have an excerpt from chapter 14, from what we were reading yesterday. Okay? Let's go through and we'll read some of this. And since you've already done a first read of it, now we're going to go back through and analyze important parts of it. Thumbs up?
Yes.
All right. So let's start with this. I'll start reading aloud. You'll read along with me. Then we're going to pause and do some questions and some annotations. Excellent. Yes. So remember, at this point, who can tell me what's happening right before this? I ran out onto the porch and into the street. What's happening here? Malaya.
Something's happening with Joy's church, and there's they hear bombs going off and stuff.
They just heard something go off, right?
So they going crazy and because Joey was into the street to see what's happening.
All right. So let's see what happens. Look at this paragraph right here. Do you see where it says he had on the same thing Dad did, a t-shirt and pajama pants, but it looked like he'd been painting with red paint? What do you think that means? What do you think that means? Go ahead, Jada.
I think that means he was wearing the same pajamas, but he was painting something really red.
Okay, so other people want to respond to that. Jada thinks it's because he was wearing some pajamas and he was painting red. Okay, Jada, a lot of people want to respond to you.
Kenny, would you like to share?
I disagree with you because why would he be painting red in the church? I think that red stuff is blood from the bomb. Jada, would you like to share?
I disagree because he probably was painting the church to make it look nice. Kevin, would you like to share?
I disagree with you. Why would he be painting the church to make it look nice if it's a bomb in the church and people about to die?
Exactly. Go ahead. But what if he was painting it before the bomb came off?
But in the story, did it say that he was painting it before the bomb went off?
But he might have.
But did it say
might have.
You said,
but did it say that he had blood?
damn it, you can go.
I disagree with you all the way because why would someone be painting if the church got bombed? And when Kenny said that it looked like he had been painting with red
blood.
Red paint. He said it looked like, not he was.
I say it might.
But I
it still
disagree with
sounds
you.
but it still sounds like you said it did.
But I'm disagreeing with you because he said that the paint he looked like he'd been painting with red paint. He's describing like the paint looking like blood because some blood is really.
Okay, I disagree with you because why would he be painting in his pajama clothes and
T-shirt.
like
A t-shirt.
and And why would he be painting the church red, even though like
A bomb.
like a church? No, like church wouldn't be red. It wouldn't be red all over.
I had a question for you too.
Wait.
I had a question for you. What makes you think? What makes you think that he was painting in his pajamas? What makes you think that?
He had got up early in the morning, forgot him to put on some clothes, and just went to church.
But in the text did
this
but,
evidence from?
but in the text did it say that he got up early in the morning?
I said he might have.
No, you didn't say he might have. You said he probably got up.
I said
early.
maybe.
I
But you didn't say might.
Maybe. Maybe it's the
Brent.
same thing as might.
I disagree with Jada, but I also agree with her little because that he probably did paint something red. It doesn't have to be blood.
But in the text did it say that he was painting?
But in the text, did it say
How
it
do
was
you
blood?
know though? How can you prove it?
How can y'all prove yours? Did it say it was blood?
You can prove it.
How can you prove that?
Jada, why don't you call someone to officially have the floor? Because people's attempts at interjecting is not giving them the appropriate floor. Try someone who hasn't been able to speak yet.
Giannis, would you like to share?
Thank you, Jada. I would like to share. I think when the bomb went off, a lot of people died, and he came out with like blood on his T-shirt.
Because he had a little girl in his hand and she probably was bleeding and her blood got on his little thingy that he was wearing.
T-shirt.
T-shirt. That's it. Cameron, would you like to share? Yes, I'd like to.
How do you know that?
They said he was carrying a little girl.
But why would you think that the blood got on his T-shirt because the little girl probably was bleeding?
Why went off?
No, look, you don't get what I'm trying to say.
had
Why
her
would you
in his
think?
arms.
Why would you think that?
Because it said
So
that.
you telling me if somebody got hurt and bleeding, and you put them in their arms, they blood would just like fly away from you?
Somebody else can go. Down.
I agree with Andre when he said the little girl's blood might have got on his T-shirt because when a bombing happens, people get hurt, and when people get hurt, people bleed sometimes. And a bombing can seriously hurt you, so of course you're going to bleed. So that's why I agree with Andre when he said it might have got on his shirt. And plus, he was carrying it. Thank you. And his arms.
Thank you, Johnny. Now, I disagree with Jada all the way. I disagree with Jada all the way, but like I kind of understand what she's saying because I don't think that when Miss Stevens read it, I don't think she noticed that was assembly. But Jada, it was assembly because it said t-shirt and pajama pants, but it looked like he been painting with red paint. So that means that it looked like he been painting with red paint. But Kenny's trying to say that he would have blood, and plus, why would you think he would be painting with paint? Especially if a bomb came off. Your logical conclusion should have been that he was the little girl was bleeding on him, one because the little girl he sat the little girl down because the little girl died, and then next that he was carrying her and there was a bomb going off.
I agree.
But
Yeah, I agree with you.
Tyon.
I agree with JH because if it wasn't a bomb, why would and people were still running out of the building, why would the man would still be carrying her out? Why would he be carrying her out if it wasn't a bomb?
Oh, I agree with you because if the man wouldn't be carrying the little girl out because you know it was a bombing,
because it said that Byron, because it said that Byron said that a guy just came by and said somebody dropped a bomb in Joey's church, and what Jada mentioned when she said that the man was probably painting the church. Cause I disagree because
Okay, let's get close. Remember what we talked about as far as getting to the point? All right, you've made a lot of points and you've taken a long time. So when we want people to really listen to what we're saying, we have to make sure we get right in and get to the point of the listeners, right? So that we keep them engaged. We're going to move on. Okay, so I'm going to interject and I'm going to say, yes, he could have been painted with paint, right? That's possible, right? But you know what else is possible? That if a bomb went off and he has a girl who he's bringing from the church that the bomb went off in, that she may have been bleeding and the blood could have gotten on him. That's possible too, right? So those are two possible events, correct? Now, given those two possible events, which one do you think is more likely, given that Kenny is talking about, is this book about painting and happy days in the church painting? Or is this book talking about now that a bomb has gone off with his sister inside of the church?
the bomb.
It's more about that, right? So our logical inferences, remember when we think logically, yes, there could be two possible conclusions, but we also have to think about what's the best conclusion. And from that line of reasoning, bomb went off, kids inside, a man coming out of the bombed, burning building with a child against him, man has blood on his shirt. Wouldn't that be a more logical conclusion to come up with?
Oh